But yesterday was big and heavy. Today is a little more playful, air quote playful. You know, it's still a 6-foot pipeline and backdoor, but I'm really excited today. There's going to be a lot of rights running.
And some amazing performers progressing through to this 4th round now. Ryan Callinan continues his charge. He's in the first heat up against Jordy Smith and Connor Coffin. Can't wait to watch this thing play out.
3-man heats will follow straight into quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then the final, where we've got the women's invitational heat on standby at the moment, potentially run between the semis and the final. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting day, and finals starting at around 2 o'clock.
The draw so well, but it's going to be a throwaway number here on finals day to kick things off for him.
Oh, that was impressive.
Such a huge day enjoyed, guys. Send it back to you, Ron.
Thanks, Rosie. And things getting started already in this first heat. Connor Coffin, who's had a fantastic end of the season, on his way to his best finish on the championship tour, has kicked off with a nice little pipe wave to get things started.
You bring up a good point. I couldn't believe it, Ronnie. I was waiting for something kind of heavy to happen, but no real injuries, as you see Ryan Callinan there, almost breakthrough. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was super dangerous. It was heavy, slabby takeoff, so a lot of pin draw, body surf straight in the lip line. Wow, that was Jordy Smith right there, close to making out of a really sick little left there. But yeah, Guy, that was a good, you're right, Ronnie, that was a good chance for this generation to showcase some serious brawn. You know, it was pretty sketchy yesterday.
Well, here we go. Surfers splitting the peak. Connor Coffin on the right. We'll go with him. He gets tucked in. He already has a 3.67. So a quality start to this heat for the Californian. He should be well out in front now.
Mild scores to drop. You know, I think the scale will be set appropriately right now. Nice barrel there for Connor, but the judges don't want to go too big too quick right now because there's a lot of great potential for, you know, long, heavy barrels this morning.
Obviously, pipe can have its hectic sections and really throw out. We saw that a lot yesterday, but that was really interesting to see just how the left developed as it reeled down the reef. See how he fared.
Well, just a small one, but a technical barrel there. Pretty deep for Jordy. So
just kind of felt like the world title was getting further and further away. But I'm inspired by what I've seen from him. Ryan Callinan tucks in on the backhand here. He's going to find his way through. A really tricky wave at the end there. A lot of bumps on the face. And he got sideswiped. Here we go, Jordy Smith trying to get himself in this heat. Had a 3 on his last left. This one should rate a little bit higher, a bit thicker, a bit punchier. And he came out with that spit.
It should get a lot better. Connor got a pretty sick backdoor barrel, got a 5.3. So this should fall potentially just underneath that. Late drop though for Jordy, I like that. That'll get your blood flowing in the morning, and just a quick barrel. So we're still waiting for that first serious barrel running.
I was kind of touching on it earlier on, Jordy Smith, and he's looked pretty sure of himself. He's got a 4.5 on that last ride, but Connor Coffin has just tucked into an absolute nugget. It looked like the floor might have dropped out on him there. See Michelle Perez, former pipe master, gearing up for his round 4 effort. Ryan Callinan dropping into a bomb there, just losing all speed as he hit the bottom. And December 19th, facebook.com/all in. Right now though, Ryan Callinan, another near make, but not quite. Gary's just such a really nice guy, a big part of the Merriweather surfing community, and unfortunately 15 months later lost his mum Janice. But he is doing his family proud. He's got younger sisters, Maddie and Billy, his partner Nina. They'd be watching on.
Red's right around 28 liters, so I mean he's a big fella. He likes a lot of foam.
Yeah, that's a sub for Connor Coffin. He is just such a popular guy. His peers absolutely love him, and he's trying to make it into the quarterfinals of the Pipe Masters here. Jordy Smith able to punch through the curtain. He gets a couple of backhand hooks in as well. Jordy's out there on a pretty big board at the moment. Probably was riding something similar yesterday too.
It doesn't look big on him. You know, it's fine. We heard the other day too, that piece, I think it was the all-in piece, and his leaders are 35 for his shortboards, which is just crazy sounding.
Basically, Joel's a heat behind Jesse Mendez, so he has to finish ahead of him to just complete the fairy tale finish to his career. Already had the victory over in Haleiwa, but we'll be tracking Joel's story really closely. Very tricky wave to finish off, and Felipe was out of contention. And here we go, Connor Coffin having a field day out here this morning. No massive numbers dropped. This one might go into his top 2 though. He's trying to get rid of a 3.67.
I think he's done it. It's a nice barrel. Bigger wave at pipe. Judges will like that.
We'll see where Ryan's wave factors in just a moment.
Connor Coffin, I believe, getting a 4.10 for this barrel right here. And he did well. Almost a little surprised he didn't go a touch higher. So it's good to see him, in a good rhythm right now.
Well, Ryan Callinan up at the moment, tucking in, hasn't made too many waves and does well to stay on his feet there. Actually got clipped once again, but made sure he stayed on his feet, and that's going to get him back in it with just over 5 minutes to go.
And this barrel right here is going to light the fire to Jordy's heels. This is potentially the barrel of the morning so far. Pretty technical. All these barrels are kind of shrinking at the end, especially going left. But that was deep. That's what the judges will like, Ronnie, how deep he got there.
He's just having so much fun. He's finished every ride that he's exited the barrel with a big smile on his face. And even when he's taken huge wipeouts, he's popped up. Well, Jordy eyeing this one off. There's that Boyle. Well positioned. Grabs the rail. Tucks in. Should find his way through. There he is. That feels good. And that one, it might not see him the second spot. It could see him into the lead. So Ryan Callinan may be pushed back into third here.
Had to stall as much as possible. Big wave here for Jordy. That was really fun. For him right there, he knew that wave was going to stay wide open. It didn't have that weird wrinkle towards gums where it was getting smaller and smaller. This thing stayed nice and tall. He had a lot of room to breathe. Jordy's 6'3", he stood tall.
Connor Coffin holding priority over Ryan Callinan at the takeoff, and he tucks in. He gets a bit of cover, slide slipping through the pit, but unfortunately couldn't set that rail again. He's going to go down. But really just trying to use that technique of washing speed off by actually drifting the tail a little bit. Well, time is ticking by. Ryan Callinan, he might run out here. He's just after a 3.6, and he'll have to look back at those waves that he just failed to make it out of as mistakes. But Connor Coffin, solid. Jordy Smith, even better, and powering through to the quarterfinals here on Finals Day.